Hello lords and ladies of YouTube, and welcome back to Nightly Gaming's Nightly Gaming, and today I want to talk to you about collecting retro video games. So, something I encounter a lot when looking around is that people who want to get into collecting retro video games don't know where to get them. So, I'm going to go over today a few places where you can actually get them. So, first off, let's start out with the obvious, eBay. eBay is a great place to find retro games. People are selling them for reasonable prices. You can auction and get some good deals. You can buy now and get whatever you want almost at any moment. Sometimes the actual rare collectible things are harder to find, but if you are going to find them, you're usually going to find them on eBay. You are able to find a very large selection all in one place and relatively easy to find. It's usually sorted out. You just type in the console you want, the game you want, and it's going to probably pop up for various prices. You can also list them by the best match or best price or whatever, so you can find out what exactly you're looking for. Plus, you get to see pictures of the actual product that they're going to be shipping to you, so you know whether or not it's in good condition. The next place I would say is check your area for local retro video game stores. There's actually a surprising amount of them if you just do a quick Google search to look for them. What you have to do is just type in Google search retro video game store, check some Yelp reviews. Also, before you go, I would recommend popping on eBay and see what the price of the games you're looking for go for, because sometimes retro video game stores can bump up the price trying to get that increased market share. So you want to be careful about not paying way more than a game's actually worth at one of these places. But usually they're pretty good. They're other gamers who are interested in the hobby and are usually friendly and people that are easy to get along with. So that's the next place I'd recommend. But if you can't find a local video game store, then you can also check online stores. So, for example, one that I've used in the past is an online store called DK Oldies. They have all sorts of different old school video games, things like that. But there's all sorts of different online stores. Even a lot of the actual physical businesses that are local to somewhere, they actually will have online stores and a lot of times ship. So if you can't find an actual physical store near you, then you can always do online stores, but I would recommend physical locations because they're more willing to talk to you and are a lot of times a little willing to negotiate on price, so physical locations tend to be better. After that, I would also say check out thrift shops, so places like Goodwill or other thrift stores in your area. It's not a consistent place to find games, but when you find them, they're usually at a great deal, and you can find some really good pickups from time to time. Now, with that said, it is very inconsistent. You have to understand that when you go, you might find absolutely nothing there. But sometimes you'll go and you'll find a game that's worth, $100 for $10. So you can get some really good pickups on occasion, so it's definitely worth going to. Also, along those same lines, I would recommend going to garage sales that you see pop up in your area. They, a lot of times, will have people selling their old games that they, just don't play anymore and they don't want anymore, and then they don't know what they have, so they're just selling it for, $1, $2, heck, even sometimes 25 cents, things like that. So they'll have some really good deals there, and a lot of times the people don't know what they have, so sometimes, once again, you can have something that's worth a lot of money that you're getting for very, very cheap. So that is another good place to check out if you're looking for different things, but you don't want to pay, the giant prices that you see on eBay. The last place I would recommend, though, is checking out online forums. A lot of people overlook this, but there's a lot of forums online dedicated to collecting of retro video games, whether they be just general retro video games or specific systems, specific games, all sorts of different things. There's Nintendo 64 forums, there's SNES forums, there's Sega Genesis forums, there's Atari forums. There's forums for every kind of collecting. Personally, since I'm primarily into N64 collecting, I am on a forum called N64 Forever. It's a great forum, friendly people, really helpful, and they have an entire section dedicated simply to buying and selling. So it's easy to go on there, find people who are in the hobby who have put the effort in to collect some really rare items, so it's easier to find some of those rare items for sale. You go into their sales section, they'll have posted what they're selling, and then a lot of times they're willing to negotiate on price as well. So it's definitely worth your time to join some kind of forum, establish yourself in the community, and then also check out and see what people are buying or selling if you are interested in buying or selling from them. It's a great way to experience the community of the collecting scene while also having a great resource for finding new additions to your collection. But those are the things that I usually recommend to people who are wanting to get into retro video game collecting. I'm relatively new to it myself, but for people who are really new to it, these are the places to get started with, and you'll find some great pickups that way, and it'll really invigorate you when it comes to collecting. But let me know what you guys have in terms of places you go and or tips or tricks for collecting in the comment section down below. I'm always curious, and if I haven't heard them, then hey, I'm always open to more tips and tricks. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed the video, click that like button, and if you want to see any of my previous videos, you can always go to my channel and check those out, and if you want to be notified when I put out new videos in the future, you can always click that nice red subscribe button. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!